I'm gonna give you one warning. Subscribe to the channel now and press the notification bell, or else I'll murder your mother. Whoa, sorry for that. I don't know what came over me. So, let's talk about Joe Burrow. Is Joe Burrow the answer for the Cincinnati Bengals? I mean, let's think about this later. No, he's not. Joe Burrow will probably end up as a bust. I don't want that, but I feel like he's gonna be a bust, and here's why. All right, let's talk about the organization. It's on from Mike Brown. We know he is a cheapskate, a scumbag, and of course, he doesn't want anything or his brand. Does he? Probably not. The point is, well, the organization's terrible. Like AJ Green wants out. Like they're not signing players. They're signing them but not paying them. I mean, like, it's mad. But the main thing I want to talk about is Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor is his second. This is going to be his second season as a head coach. And you might be thinking, oh, that's good. That's a good thing. Until you realize that his starting quarterback was Andy Dalton. Is that a problem? Yes, it is a problem. Not because of Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle himself is a good quarterback. The problem is he's not with the Bengals anymore. He's with the Cowboys. And it's not like he decided to go there, like due to a trade or free agency. This man was released from the Cincinnati Bengals and signed with his hometown, the Dallas Cowboys. It wouldn't be a problem if Andy Dalton was there for one more year, which realistically would actually be the end of his contract. But they didn't want that. Why? Because people think that Joe Burrow's the answer. And I'm sorry for you Cincinnati fans and the people of the organization. Joe Burrow is not ready. In fact, I take that back. The organization is not ready yet. And here's why. Report has come out saying that Joe Burrow is so ahead. He's even ahead of other teammates and is ahead of the organization. And people are telling him not to answer questions and wait for other days. This man is so ahead that people that he's going to work for at least 5 years, guaranteeing, don't have the answers for him. They don't have the answers for him. And it's interesting, you know what I mean? You live in Ohio, and you go to a team in Ohio, and then you realize that this team is scum. Now the thing is, how did this get leaked? Because it sure wouldn't beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Why would they brag that the quarterback's smart, but make it in a way that seems like they were the bad guys? The only way this could ever come out is either Joe Burrow did it. I mean, clearly you can tell from his face he's not happy. Or someone knew how Joe Burrow felt and released it. Makes sense. But Joe Burrow's going to struggle. He's a rookie quarterback with no one to basically sit behind and learn how Aaron Rodgers did with Brett Favre. That's a perfect example. Well, actually, not really. When you really look at it, Brett Favre was not a good mentor. I was going to say the same thing with Tom Brady and Jarrett Stidham. But, of course, Tom Brady didn't want Jarrett to play any games. So, realistically, the best mentor apprentice would probably be Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes. That would probably be the best mentor apprentice I've seen in a bit. But Joe Burrow doesn't have anyone to do that with. He can't learn. He could have, but the Bengals just released him, accepting the dead money that they're going to be in. Now, let me bring back to Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor as the head coach. This is going to be basically his restart. But the problem is, Joe Burrow wants to learn the playbook. But he can't, because the Cincinnati Bengals are so behind Joe Burrow that they don't know what to do. And so the only playbook Joe Burrow actually knows is his college playbook, which ironically is actually familiar with the New Orleans Saints. It's pretty identical to the New Orleans Saints playbook. This is probably why they were so successful. So, what's my opinion again? My opinion is Joe Burrow is not the answer. Not because he's a bad quarterback or anything like that. It's because he went to the wrong team. And that team is so behind that they don't know what to do. Joe Burrow, as I always thought he should have played on Eli Manning. Refused to go to the team he was drafted to. Because if you don't remember, Eli Manning was drafted to the Chargers. First of all, he didn't want to play. They traded Eli Manning for Phillip Rivers. Because that was the same year that Phillip Rivers and Big Ben were drafted. So my full opinion? Joe Burrow is going to struggle. Joe Burrow will struggle. And I won't be surprised if a man like Sean Payton will pick him up later in the future. But who knows? I'm just a football YouTube channel.